Hello, today I'll be going ahead and making a book review of the Book of Boy. Lol, book review of a book. Let's get this started with. Now first off, I want to do a quick 1-minute summary. Let's try to get this straight off. There's this boy who goes ahead, he doesn't urinate, he doesn't do all the rigorous things, he doesn't eat, he doesn't piss, at least that's what the word says here. He doesn't do much too, he sleeps of course. However, there's a lot of things that makes him not a boy. He has this little hump on his back, and the priest, his local priest is like, don't you dare show that hump anywhere in the entire world, you boy. And the boy does not know why, because he can never look at his hump. Anyways, he goes ahead and there's this pilgrim who comes in. Apparently he's a guy who escaped hell for 7 years because there's too many people in hell, and so he picked the pocket of the devil and he used the key to hell to go ahead and pick all locks. Anyway, so that happened, except for heaven locks, except for the locks on heaven, I'm guessing. With that, there's more to do it to happen. He goes ahead, finds this boy who he says, I need someone with light fingers, and he goes at I hire him for stealing stuff. And with that, he goes ahead, does things. He makes the boy go ahead and steal something. By the way, the boy, he just called Boy. The boy's name is Boy. With that, he goes ahead and figures things out too. They go on a journey and says, I'm going to Rome, and you're not coming with me. And he's like, why? Because you are not actually going to be a boy, aren't you? And they're like, yeah, well, I'm coming with you. I'm useful too. And like, okay, alright, fine, I'll give you a chance. Thank you so much. And with that, the boy and the little pilgrim goes ahead, and he goes ahead and tells him his story, and it's like, are you sure you're from the devil and you're like 7 years old? And he's like, yes, I remember the days when Rome were great and all those barbarians and conquerors were there. I died in fighting for them, but I've always protected the strong, the weak. Now I know what to do, and I'm looking for these relics of St. Peter. I already have the rib. Now I need the tooth, the thumb, the shin, the dust, the skull, and I need to get to the tomb. Put all these in the tomb, and with that, I can go to heaven. And he's like, okay, so your goal is to steal St. Peter's stuff. Yes. And they go ahead and steal St. Peter's stuff. Then they find out he's an angel. And he's all like, wow, sir? Yes. Why is this relic worn? You're an angel, aren't you? What? Do you piss? No. Do you eat? No. Do you drink? No. You're an angel. What? Show me your hump. Yes, sir. It's a bunch of wings. How dare you! I brought an angel on my little journey. An angel and the devil are the worst combo, of course, you know that. And with all this happening, he goes ahead and figures things out. Then they go ahead, find the rest of things. They realize the toe, they realize the shin is actually a toe, and the tomb. They get to the tomb, and for Secundus, by the way, that's the pilgrim's name, Secundus. The Secundus, aka Devil Secundus, goes ahead and, well, get to the tomb with all these other 6 relics. He goes ahead, puts them on the tomb, and then he touches the wall. The relics go back to where they were from before, and Secundus disappears back into his stuff, back into heaven. However, instead of going to hell, he's in heaven he left behind a bunch of old rags and a thousand of year-old withered bones. With all that happening, the boy wants to turn into a boy. That's his other goal for going to Rome. And he goes ahead, goes to the tomb, tries to do the prayer. But then the clergyman says, you boy, you steal, you thief. He goes ahead and snatches him out. With all that, you have everything that you want in your entire world suddenly just disappears. And with this ripped tooth, some toe, shin, dust, skull, and tomb, with all that, you pretty much kind of failed. However, he then realized all the drawbacks of a boy too. He thought, why is Cook always so mean? Why is she always mean? And then again, this book itself kind of tells you the big answer, but let me finish my summary off real quick. With that, he goes ahead and remembers, wow, Cook never has time to be nice, because she always has to keep the matter alive. She always has to tend to the poor, the sick. She never has time to be alive. And then he realizes he finally goes ahead and flies. And what's my take on this book? The Book of Boy is a great book if you want, like, medieval ages. You like great medieval ages things. And this book is set in the time when Rome, so I'm guessing 16th, 17th century, sometime there, when Rome is fallen and everyone else is trying to go ahead, stealing relics from each other, like stealing baseball cards from each other, like nowadays, and saying, I stole it, it's mine now, and saying all that. Although I'm thinking that's actually the stupid part of these churches, saying that I stole your relic, because, I mean, nowadays that's illegal. But back then, I'm not even sure how that's legal too. Stealing is illegal, sure, but you can literally say that that's the thief and everyone will believe you, except nowadays, at least there's a bunch more evidence taking things and innocent people usually get away innocent. This Book of Boy is the perfect book for you if you want to learn about how to be a great person, if you want to learn how people work. Now, it also teaches you the little minimum praises. Now, just because someone says the least you can do, that just doesn't mean that that person hates you and is insulting you. No, in fact, that person probably just going ahead and admitted that you're useful too right now. This Book of Boy teaches you about this. At least it taught me that. I mean, I've always been told about these like little low-level things, and I've always thought that because they've always said it in an insulting manner. However, nowadays when I think about it, it's just sort of a little admittance. It feels like they've admitted to saying that you are actually a good person, you are great. And with that in mind, you can literally figure out anything, anytime, anywhere at all. So what's my take on this book? It's the perfect book with the perfect blend of history and learning social skills. Here, the social skills are saying that you are not the perfect person. You are not the perfect boy. But right now, the best thing you can do is you can do whatever you want to do. However, the only thing that you can do right now is get the minimum things. If you did your best and people still give you some sort of praise, think of it as their admittance. Think of it as how the person would do it too. Think of what the person would give and how much they'd give. And so that's my take on the Book of Boy. You should read this book if you want to learn all that and you've never realized it. It'll change your mind forever too. And it shows how cute and how pleasant and how innocent people are. So that's it for today. I hope to see you guys soon. And so until next time, Shana, peace. Bye bye. Please wear a helmet.